What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. I love me some Survivors-like games, and one that is upcoming and hitting Steam Early Access tomorrow is yet another Zombie Survivors. This one's from Awesome Game Studio. It's going to launch tomorrow on Steam into Early Access. So remember, this is not the full launch product of the game. The full price for Early Access is going to be $9.99. However, there is going to be a launch discount starting when it goes live tomorrow. Now, it is Early Access. Not only is it Early Access, but it's the very start of Early Access. So there's still a lot to come in the game. However, I gotta say, what's here right now is super fun. I did a video on the demo of this game back several months ago, and have really been enjoying it. Now, Awesome Game Studio was kind enough to give me a little sneak peek into the early access version of the game, and this is it. Now, at launch, the game is going to have just one map, 6 playable characters, 18 different abilities, 24 weapons, 40 items that you can find through the game, and then also 40 Steam achievements. Let's go ahead and just pop in and take a look at it. Now, here's our 6 characters. As you see, I've yet to unlock the medic. I do appreciate the fact that it says crystal clear there what I need to do to unlock them. Need to collect 89 more health packs before I can get the medic. We've got SWAT. This is a kind of a ranged pistol / rifle rapid fire character. We've got Tank. This one starts off with a shotgun, ends up with a minigun. Is one of my favorites. Absolute beast. The Engineer. The Engineer has some of, in my opinion, the best abilities in the game. So the Engineer is definitely an awesome addition to the deck. Then the Huntress. The Huntress as well has got some big single target damage. Additionally, the Huntress comes with crit chance perks. Critical chance, getting it jacked up is the way to go. Then you got Ghost, which is a melee range hero. He does convert his melee attack into a ranged attack later in the game. Super strong as well. And then the Medic, which of course I don't have unlocked yet. Now, let's go ahead and start off with the Tank here. There is going to be 3 different game modes. We've got the one map, Isolated City. In the Isolated City, we're going to have the normal default game mode, we're going to have an endless game mode, and then a hardcore game mode. The hardcore game mode is the normal game mode, all jacked up. Now, the normal game mode, you have to survive 20 minutes. Once 20 minutes come, dawn arrives, and you win the map. That is the unlock requirement for getting endless mode unlocked. Now, to get the hardcore mode unlocked, I got to survive 10 minutes on endless mode, which I've actually yet to do yet. It says I've got one map played. However, I have never played a map on endless mode yet. We're going to do that right here and right now. Now, the game does offer full controller support. Additionally, it's pretty seamless as far as switching back and forth to mouse, keyboard, and controller. So I've been using controller. It is auto fire and auto aim. I know some people prefer the aim in a game such as this. However, it's got that full Vampire Survivors feel with a lovely art style and aesthetic. Now, I'm digging the game. I think it's got a really strong base. It is an early access game, so you have to remember you're paying your way into the future of a game and hoping that it turns out to be incredible. Now, like I said, the base of the game is super strong. It follows the normal route that you would expect. You're going to be pewing, collecting up the XP, and getting level ups. Additionally, we are going to have golden chests that drop that have special perks in them, and then also survivors. Now, the survivors that drop, you get a choice. You can send the survivor back to base, get yourself a level up and a bit of gold. Gold is what's used for the long-term progression. Or not gold, pardon me, a little bit of cash. Then, additionally, let's go ahead and reroll, try to get our shotgun upgraded. Then additionally, you can add survivors to your team, and it's going to come in the form of one of the other classes, which you get to choose. Now, you can have 3 survivors on your team. There are achievements for doing it solo, double, etc. However, adding the 3 survivors to your team will be the standard route. So you kind of have to make a decision on what you want to do. Do you want to hold out a little bit and get a stronger, like, base character before you take a survivor? The choice is yours right there. Here comes our first golden chest. There's range mobs, and then there's an SOS signal, which is a survivor. Let's go ahead and get this chest unlocked first, if we can. We're getting zerged a little bit here. These range guys can be quite the pain in the booty, that's for sure. This is my first time doing survival here. At first, when I saw I only have to survive 10 minutes, I thought that's going to be easy mode, but it appears that the enemies are going to be scaling up a little quicker. Why don't we go ahead and run over here and yoink another survivor? Oh, wow, we got a boss already. Holy crap. 2 bosses already. All right, so survival appears to kind of be no joke. In fact, I almost feel like... Ooh, did I get it? No. I almost feel like I should have yoinked this survivor right away, as now it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get him. So, lessons learned, no doubt there. I got the double barrel shotgun now, though, so I'm firing off 2 rounds. It should help me out just a little bit. Let's see. We got him now. And we got the engineer. Let's go ahead and grab that engineer. The bosses can be quite a challenge. There's 3 bosses now. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this scales up very rapidly. There's no doubt there. And hence the 10 minutes. The 10-minute survival mark for the unlock for the next game mode. This seems quite brutal. That is for sure. So these bosses, they've got a pattern that they're going to do. Once you learn that pattern, they become a lot easier to deal with. However, the game is not afraid to dump a bunch of bosses on you all at the same time, as you see here. We got our double barrel fully upgraded. Let's get a reroll and try to get a minigun. There we go. We got us a minigun now. Hopefully, that will help things out a bit. Let's get our taser upgraded as well. Wow, we got mad upgrades going off here. The minigun definitely dishes out the pain. Makes it a little bit easier to deal with these bosses. Let's see. Let's get our energy shield upgrade. The choices are just popping off here. You see also there's rerolls, banishes, and then recycle. Recycle would pay you out in cash instead of... Let's go with electrocution. Instead of taking that choice. Alright, we got another survivor coming already. This endless mode, it scales up pretty darn fast. I was not kind of not expecting it, to be honest. I was expecting an easier or smoother transition into it. But it seems like it's no joke right away. I personally have been kind of prioritizing upgrading weapons before I really focus on abilities. The weapons are extremely powerful, and they do have some evolutions. Alright, we got a SWAT, we got Ghost. Now, when you pick up a survivor and add them to your team, they are going to add something. You see, by adding SWAT, it would increase our max health by 300 and our reload speed. By adding Ghost, that would give us a 5% chance to dodge incoming damage. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I think I'm really looking for some arrows here. Let's upgrade our engineer's weapon to the Tesla. Some weapons feel more powerful than others, no doubt. The engineer gets options, of course, after the Tesla upgrade for another weapon evolution. However, the Tesla feels real good. So I personally have been stopping at the Tesla. Ooh, no. We're getting beat down here. And then going into other things afterwards, as the laser, I feel like, is the most powerful of the next weapon upgrades. Yeah, this scales up super fast. So we're only 4 minutes in now, and luckily I've got a little regen. We got another boss coming already. Let's see if we can't get this guy mowed down. The bosses, like I said, each one has a different type of attack pattern. Makes them a little bit easier to deal with once you know how to handle them. That particular boss dishes out a big melee swing, so as long as you get down to his backside, then of course that melee swing is not going to hit you. We've got 3 gold chests on the ground, so the loot is there too. I almost feel like on endless mode it might be a zerg to get over to these chests. Now the chests are going to have some very, very powerful upgrades in them. We've got crit chance. It's a 10% crit chance upgrade. So super, super strong. I have to get these. Yeah, this is just it's turning into quite the challenge. Can I get it? Yep, we got it off. What do we got? Health regen, school cooldown reduction, and then skill damage. Let's take the cooldown reduction here. And that guy does, of course, his charge. If you can get out of the path of the charge and then swoop back in on him, you can get a little damage on him right there. That particular boss sends out a wave of almost a full screen wave of these flying enemies at you. However, it's quite squishy, so if you can get around the flying enemies, you're in pretty good shape. Let's go with a bombing strike here. The saw blade drones are really cool. They're saw blades that circle around you, giving you a little bit of constant AoE damage. However, until you get them leveled up, they feel a little bit underwhelming. This energy shield is quite a bit of area damage. So, especially once you get your crit chance up, that energy shield hits like an absolute truck. So, good stuff there. See if we can get, what do we get? Do we get crit chance? No, we got weapon damage and armor, fire rate and movement speed. Let's go with the fire rate and movement speed on this one, since we're focused a little on our main weapons. Now, once we get our 3rd survivor, there's still going to be survivors popping, and they're going to offer a ton of cash and then a level up once you're full up. Now, this is who I want. Increases my crit strike chance by 5%. If you look over to the right, all of my stats are listed. I've only got a 9% chance to crit right now, so I need to work on that desperately. Let's go with the Huntress and start getting our crit damage up. As, you know, crits seem like the key to survival, to me. I've done the best with really focusing on crit builds than any other sort of build yet in the game. And I'm not happy with these choices at all. Well, let's just go with Bombing Strike. We've already got it, so that will make it a little bit more powerful. I don't want to add too much to the pool yet, but I did feel obligated to take that 3rd survivor. Yeah, this is kind of it's like an AoE electrocute, so it's quite beast. We can't get this guy burned up. That minigun just really helps out once you get that going. It's a lot of single target damage. Now, of course, since it's auto-targeting, you have to kind of position yourself for it to target the bosses that you want. You're not going to be able to aim directly at them. If you could, I feel like the minigun would probably be the most powerful thing in the game, because it is just ridiculously strong. Especially once you get your crit chance up. You can get that crit chance up just super, super high. I mean, getting it up to 70%, 80% chance to crit is very, very realistic. There's also some abilities, like the Shadow, the melee character, has an ability that pops off and gives you a 100% crit chance buff. So that is pretty beast as well. Let's continue to focus on our weapons here. I feel like now that I've got the minigun, if I can get the Tesla fully upgraded, and then one of the later weapon evolutions for the Huntress is explosive arrows, which just gives you a really glorious amount of AoE damage, plus additionally explosions. So, you know, you kind of can't go wrong with explosions. There's a pretty diverse set of abilities and everything. There's helicopter strikes, there's laying landmines, there's just a ton to choose from. Happiness is one thing I don't know what it is yet. If you have figured out what happiness is, let me know down in the comments below, because I don't know what it does. Let's go with weapon damage since we're focused on those weapons. See if we can't get some shots in on this boss. Looks like we got him. Taking a little bit of damage. We only got to survive 2 more minutes and we got to unlock hardcore mode, so that will be good stuff. I'm anxious to try hardcore mode out and see how much more difficult it is than the default game mode, because I'll be honest, the default game mode was challenging. I didn't like roll on in. It took a lot of runs before I got my first win. It definitely brings the challenge. Now, obviously, there's probably some super meta trick that I just haven't run into yet or figured out yet. However, just the default game mode is quite challenging for sure. Now, part of that, too, is there's, like, more weapon evolutions to come. So even the heroes that are here in the game now, there's even more that, you know, you'll be able to evolve these heroes into down the road. Boy, I took a lot of damage on that one by accident there. Let's see if we can't get our crit chance up again, hopefully. Come on, crit chance. No, we got weapon damage again, though. We'll take that. Little weapon damage is never going to hurt, right? Let's see what we got here. Can we get him? Oh, we just barely got it. Okay, and here we go. This is why I wanted to take the Huntress. One of the Huntress perks, of course, is crit chance. Now I'm at 24% crit chance because the Huntress brought along some default crit. However, we can start really focusing that too. Now, those gold chests, like I said, those drop 10% crit chance choices, so you get a few of those in there, and your crit chance just gets jacked up real fast. And then you're just instant beast. It's like, I better just be a little more cautious here. I only have 15 more seconds to get the hardcore mode unlocked. So let me not get too zergy here, because my health is getting pretty darn low. 4 more seconds. There we go. We got the unlock. Survive 10 minutes. We had some sort of other achievement pop as well. Let's just go a little bit longer here to see what else we can get. Those range guys, they like to stay right at the edge of the screen, so anytime I see that green projectile coming in, I try to go that way to take those guys out. Let's see, can we get another? There we go, 10% crit chance. That's going to take us up to a 39% chance to crit. Like I said, it's very realistic. I've gotten it up to 70-80% crit chance now. And then if you play the melee guy, you get the buff. That gives you the 100% crit chance for a period. So that's extremely powerful as well. Keep going here. We got another boss over this way. Everything is pretty clearly marked for you, which is nice. Like, we know where the boss is at. We know where the survivor's at. We know where the gold chests are at. You get the arrow indicators on screen. Looks like we got 2 bosses popping now. So things could get a little ugly. But you see now that I got a little crit. Oh yeah, we are muscling these guys down nicely. The guys that charge, man, they can get up in your business if you're not careful. You can also trap yourself in a corner, which I'm trying not to do there. A little hectic. I feel like I could probably go a good bit longer, though. My power has really gained up quite a bit. However, I don't want to make this video last all day, so I want to show you the permanent progression element of the game. So let's actually just stand here and get wrecked, and we will take what we earned on that run and head on out. There is a closing screen there, as you see, that shows what everything did. I probably should have went through that, but I got a little clicky. But if we go to training, we unlocked 4 training points on that run. It's very diverse. It's tiered. You have to go through and unlock. So to get, you start off with the first tier, then go down to the second, third, and then the fourth. You have to hit different milestones of team level, which team level is how many training unlocks you have. Not how many points you've spent, but how many unlocks you have. As you see here, we got more health, collecting more money. Money is what your training points are based off of. So the more money you collect, the more training points you're going to get. We got straight up damage. We got experience. We got move speed, fire rate, magnet range, ability damage, ability cooldown, your damage reduction. Swipe left gives you that option to recycle and take cash instead of an upgrade. Luck is another one. I am not 100% certain what it does yet. I mean, it sounds pretty good, right? Everybody wants to be lucky. This is number of rerolls. Rerolls I found are extremely important. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take another tier of rerolls to give me an extra reroll there on my training points. But then we've got we got the banishes. We've got a chance to dodge. Then we've got invincibility after taking damage. After you take a hit, you do have a brief window of invincibility. So if you do get cornered and something smacks you, you can kind of blast through the crowd invincible for a moment. We've got our reload speed of our weapons. We've got crit damage. Gonna want to get that jacked up too. Then we've got crit chance, and then health regen. So the health regen, obviously, it's huge, but it does feel like it regens super slow. Now, you can earn more as you play through maps. Additionally, I've still got 2 more points that I can unlock in that one. And that is a look at yet another Zombie Survivors and what it has to offer right now at the early access launch. I'm really super enjoying this game. I would encourage everybody to keep an eye on this one. Assuming Awesome Games really finishes this product out and gets some nice end-game weapon evolutions, I think they're going to be onto something pretty good here, as the base game is just super, super fun. But that will do it for now, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.